Earnhardt. Right behind him, Jeff Bodine. That number 7 car in black this week. Carries the colors of the Family Channel. Just put a big figure into Bodine's bobsled project for the Winter Olympics.
There comes Terry again.
There's Jeff. Oh, and Mark Martin is, wow, hard in the wall and a flame.
Look, I'll tell you what, that was the right front again. You know, we keep, I mean, I first want to say, let's don't say it's a problem, but I'm not so sure we're not downplaying a problem, because we're seeing too many cars with that right front problem go like that. So hopefully it wasn't.
Looks like he cut down the tire and went straight up into the wall, bent the rear end. Apparently a leaking fuel line there is causing that flame, and Mark's waiting to let things come to a halt to hop out.
He's already dropped that screen out of there in case the fire would come up in the car. I'd be moving on myself.
That's a fuel fire right there. And he doesn't know what he's got behind him, or he would be out. The problem is if he drives it down pit road, there's a lot of gas tanks on pit road, a lot of fuel waiting to be put in.
I'm sure the spotter's telling him, Neil, he might be trying to get that thing to where there's some extinguishers. Now the cockpit's pretty well filling up with smoke.
There, that's the way to go, Mark. Get out of there.
Yeah. Yep. I'd be 100 yards away now looking back.
I bet he's got no brakes either. Or he might have stopped that thing before.
He just pulled the pin on the extinguisher inside. You see him reach back in and pull the pin. Our camera might get toasty here.
I tell you what, though, that was good thinking on his part, reaching there and pull that pin back out.
Right. Yeah, they used to ask me if it catch on fire, did you turn the fire extinguisher on? I always left and thought about it later. Now the fire's getting inside the car.
Yeah, it's inside the car now.
Could be Chuck put this thing out. Whoa, what are we doing in the car? Looks like give it a little bit more room. They got the fire out.
Well, it'll bring out the caution here at lap number 95. That's the 4th one of the day.
You know, a lot of people say, why did that car catch on fire? But they probably knocked the fuel pump off the front of the motor there.
They had to do that. Man. Close to the frame anyway.
Here's your top 5 after 95 laps. We're under caution. And we'll be right back to Dover Down. Broadcast Sports Technology, Peter Larson and his group, building up a camera that would stand up to that kind of punishment. We do not have the view from suspension cam in the right front. Because with this camera system, there are 3 cameras in the car, but only one can transmit at a time, and we were on the 360-degree cam.
I'll tell you what, Mark Martin's giving up on winning. He wants to get it back where they can get it where it can go. Look here, that's the tire, you know, man.
That's a hard angle there. There's the fire.
The bad problem with one of those is when you're in the bottom, you see you're going to wreck for a long time before you get there.
Push is when you hit the wall and see the wreck, right, buddy?
That's as close to seeing a draft as you'll ever see. See the air coming up and turning that fire into the back of the car? That's what,
right.
You exactly see another car come up behind one, that's what you're in.
Let's show you another angle, real time, full speed, watch and listen.
And hang on.
Oh.
That's when Mark was feeling around in to see if everything was still intact. Mark's sticking with the car. He wants to get it down to the garage area.
Well, when you're
see if there's any chance to get that thing out in for some points.
Boy, that's good to see him outside that car in good health, because he hit that wall at Martinsville really hard. He hit hard today, too.
Hey, Mark's physical shape is unbelievable. He works out all the time. He's a small guy, but he's a strong build, and I think that pays off when you have something like this happen.
Yeah, his stomach's about as flat as the side of that car.
Kind of like mine, huh?
Oh, yeah. No, he is quite a physical fitness advocate. Keeps himself in super shape. And it's a good thing if you're going to take a whack like that. Now, they are 3rd in the Winston Cup point standing, 317 points behind Dale Earnhardt. So it's imperative that they do anything they can to get this car back in the race today.
They're going to have to be pretty smart to get that one back in. Everything on is turned to the right.
Mark says, I think I'll go sit down while they fix this thing, because I guarantee that thing rung his bell a little bit.
We've got Glenn Jarrett down there with him. Glenn?
Well, first of all, Mark has climbed out of the car. Mark, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
What happened, do you know?
We lost the right front tire. Air, I heard it pop. I don't know what happened. I heard it pop and going into one. So, sorry. Peeled the wall pretty good.
Yeah, you did. What about the flames? You didn't get any of that on you, did you?
Nah, got a little warm, but it's okay. Everything's all right.
Glad to see you out of the car and okay. This car is really badly damaged, guys. Up close, it's completely flattened on the right side. I don't see any way in the world to get that thing back out there today.
Thanks, Glenn. There you see the tumbling of air coming up from underneath the car because the spoiler directs most of the airflow up and over. That's a mess. The right front tire lasted but 27 laps since it had been changed on that right front. We don't know if Mark ran over something or if the tire just let go or if